A developing story tonight. United Technologies Corporation announces it is selling Stratford-based Sikorsky for $9 billion. Our nation's largest defense contractor, Lockheed Martin, is the buyer.
That company based in Maryland. What does this mean for thousands of jobs with Sikorsky in our state? There are about 8,000 workers at Sikorsky in Stratford, as well as in Trumbull, Bridgeport, and Shelton. UTC just signed a tax credit requiring Sikorsky to stay in this state for 5 years. Governor Daniel Malloy says Lockheed Martin plans to honor that agreement. The company also promises to keep the Sikorsky name.
But many, though, still worry that over time those jobs will move south. News 8's Renee Chmiel live at our New Haven newsroom across the way here with more on what this means for them. Renee?
Darren and Ann, we spoke with employees at several businesses near Sikorsky, as well as a few Sikorsky employees. Many were hesitant to talk on camera, but they tell News 8 at this point they don't think much will change, and that's what they're hoping for.
Enrico Barone's son owns Biagio Osteria in Stratford. The restaurant is down the street from Sikorsky Aircraft, and he says business often heats up because the helicopter maker is so close by.
We do have people that come in, especially for the corporate and everything. They have little meetings and things like this, which is good.
Barone was a little bit surprised when he found out Sikorsky had been sold. He says his opinion will depend on what happens with workers' jobs, but he's optimistic.
If I was me, I don't worry about that much. You know, because it's a big factory and they do a lot of works. And I believe things are going to be okay.
There are several other businesses near Sikorsky that were open for business today. When the parking lots at Sikorsky are filled with cars, that means many of those businesses will see the employees come in, like Kai Park, who was out on his lunch break today. He says because he's a contractor, he didn't know much about the sale.
My reaction was I was kind of surprised. I mean, I heard about the rumor, but I didn't know when it's going to happen, and it happened so quickly.
At this point, Park doesn't yet know how or if his job will change. He's hoping that the sale will be good for employees overall. Barone hopes so too, but he's not sure what's in store for the helicopter maker. Now that the sale has taken off, he thinks there's still more to it that he'll find out later.
You know, depends, you know, what's on their mind. They won't tell you everything. Which I don't believe 100% of, you know, what they're talking about, if it's true or not.
We got a statement from Stratford Mayor John Harkin saying Sikorsky has a long, rich history in Stratford since the helicopter was invented here in Connecticut. We look forward to meeting with and working with Sikorsky's new ownership, just as we always have with United Technologies. We'll also continue working with state and federal officials to help keep Sikorsky in Stratford for decades to come. We're live in the newsroom. Renee Chmiel, News 8.